Hello, everyone. This is Marianne with Akashic Inspirations, and this is a free reading for Full Moon Magic 8, and it is October 1st, 2012. And today I've been guided to use the Aleister Crowley Thoth deck, the Sonia Choquette Ask Your Guides, and Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reed. So, um, your question regarding life purpose, spiritual growth, what's happening right now. And actually, what the first thing that came out for me, for you, from was a spirit guide. He's a male with a very deep voice, kind of like Darth Vader, very deep, And he was very adamant about telling you something. And what he said was this: that you should stop what you're doing and turn in a new direction. He says to focus on family and that your life needs a balance and that you're so spread out in different directions that you kind of need to stop and rethink and listen to your inner voice. When I was seeing you, I saw you like parts of your spirit, parts of your soul, like over here and over here and over here and over here, just very scattered, very, not focused on your what should be your intent. And he wanted you to make more of an effort to condense all of that, to gather in your energies again. um it seems as though it's like many parts, then they don't add up to the whole, like the puzzle pieces just are not fitting correctly. And when you take a step back to realign with your heart's desire, and you'll find that by being still in silence, you'll be able to find that again. um some doing isn't necessarily the best thing. By doing, running around, and it doesn't always lead to where you want to go. They said first you must just be, then things will flow to you with synchronicity, and those things that flow easily are the path of least resistance. So in that light, the first card I pulled for you was from the Aleister Crowley Thoth deck, and you'll see what messages they have for you. Sorry, great, okay. And the one that came out was the Chariot. So that means things are just flying and in new directions. So I'm sorry, let me get my book out here so I can read to you what it says. It says, when you pull this symbol or find yourself continually drawn to the chariot, it represents an inherent need to combine quietude with activity, which is exactly what the records had just told, was talking about. It is a time when you are contemplating making changes tied with the family. You may take an important trip or travel. You may relocate or move. It is a time when you want to resolve ideas tied with the family or the home, or make career changes. If you stay within the same career, you want to progress or express yourself differently, either through promotion or using your combined skills in a different way. And this is exactly what your spirit guide was telling you to do, was to focus on your family. And it says the chariot represents the universal principle of change and causation. Um, let's see. It says that it illustrates change is pervasive in every individual multi-dimensionality. So, I mean, obviously, it's huge and rapid change because there's such movement. If you'll see here in the card, you'll see how these huge wheels are just propelling him, forward and onward. Okay. And then I pulled a card from the Sonia Choquette Ask Your Guides. And it came out Victory with Divine Helpers. And I think that this was the spirit guide that was talking to us, um, and telling you to focus on your family. I think if you make these changes, you're going to come out really quite well. It says your divine helpers are present, bearing the good news that whatever you've been working on will succeed. Um, you deserve to shine. Your divine helpers simply remind you to be grateful and acknowledge the contributions of those who have helped you get where you are. And I think that goes back to family and friends. This includes your spirit helpers and guides as well. One final word. With success comes the challenge of standing alone in your light. Of course, you've heard the saying, it's lonely at the top, but it doesn't have to be if you remember how you got there. Your divine helper's message is share the spotlight. So I think it's really telling you to um, that you got to where you're going to go, or you're going to be able to make these changes with the help of your family. I have a really strong, sensation of that's what they were trying to tell you. And the last card, which I pulled from The Wisdom in the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reed, is the Camel Boy. And it says, small steps asking for help. So again, here you have your divine helpers. Ask your angels, ask your guides to be with you, and they will. They will help you. Let's see if we can get that out of the glare a little bit so you can see better. And the book says, when the camel boy comes as your ally, he reminds you that asking for help will bring in the right people to ease the burden of your life. Perhaps a wise person appears to give you advice. Maybe you're moving and suddenly a couple of friends offer you a gift, offer to give you a hand with your packing. Or you want information about someone and you just happen to run into a former partner who gives you the knowledge you need to make the decision you've been weighing. No matter the issue, this is a sign that if you ask, you will receive what you need. Synchronicity is engaged when you request assistance. The camel boy never lets you down when you ask for help in enlightening your load. Now is the time to do so and to expect it and to expect it. So let's review. We've got the Chariot, which again is changes in job and attitudes with family. You have your divine helpers, your guides, and to continue to ask and look for wisdom from those that are near you. Sometimes family is not just like mother, father, brother, whatever. It could also be those who you have created in your circle of support. That could also be family. I know that I have family that's very far away, but I have very close friends and people who I also consider to be my family because they've just been a support for me the entire time. So I hope that this resonates with you. I would love to get either a video response or hear your comments, see how this has resonated with you. And I wish you many blessings this evening. Love and light. Namaste.